terminology is used in electronic communication systems. In that case, the bandwidth, especially the bandwidth. In that bandwidth, the message or the information can be transmitted or through the transmitting channel by the transducer. That information is converted by the transducer, which can be converted to the transferred through the by the transmitter through the transmission channel, transmitting medium to the receiver. In that case, the frequency of that signal is must for the satisfactory transmission. To send satisfactory transmission, the required transmission, required information to send to the receiver, so that the message signals are converted in the form of electrical form or transferred from one place to the another place or one point to the another point. That can be done by the two types of signals. Those are analog signals and digital signals, as we know. So that here, what is the bandwidth of analog signals and digital signals? What is the bandwidth of analog signals and digital signals? We are going to know about this. So we know that what is analog signals? Analog signals is which is the voltage or current continuously varies with the time, means like a sine wave. That is in generally the information sent by the continuous wave formation. Information generally wave formation that can be sent like a sine wave or sinusoidal wave. We know that, like here the information sent continuously in a wave form. The maximum value of voltage or current is considered as amplitude, and it is having the frequency, that is 2 pi by t, angular frequency. So that here, what is mean by the analog signals bandwidth? Bandwidth of analog signals means the range of frequencies which are necessary to transmit the satisfactory transmission the information contained in the analog signal. Means whenever the information is converted into the analog signal, that is require sufficient frequency to transmit to the receiver, so that the range of signals, frequency of signals, the satisfactory range of frequency of signals is called as a bandwidth of analog signals. Means the information is converted into the analog signal, then like music, speech and etc., like videos, audio, like that information is converted as analog signals, so that they require some of a bandwidth, means some range of frequencies for the satisfactory picture. Nowadays we know that whenever we are getting the signals, sometimes we can't hear the audio clearly due to the signal problem in our mobile phones, and also we cannot see the video clearly due to the signal problem, always buffering. Like that, here whenever the video or audio or speech, music sent through the analog signals, if that signal does not having the satisfied frequency, then we can't see that clearly. So that the range of frequencies of which are necessary satisfactory transmission of information contained in a analog signal, means the information which is converted into the analog signal, that must be having the sum of satisfied range of frequencies, means that is called as bandwidth of analog signal. So in case of speech signals and audio signals and as well as music signals and video signals having the different, they having that already we know that the different signals having the different nature, their frequency and amplitude also. So that in case of, we will discuss about the sum of types of bandwidth, means bandwidth of speech signals, bandwidth of music signals and bandwidth of video signals. First of all, here the range of frequency of the frequency range of speech signals are up to 300 Hz to 3100 Hz be the speech signals. In that case, the required bandwidth of speech signals are 2800 Hz of bandwidth, which is required speech signals which is sent from the one point to the other point. Their bandwidth must be having the 2800 Hz of range, frequency range. Then only the speech signals can by the satisfactory transmission to they can hear, they can send the by the transmission can satisfactorily. So that the speed signals are having that 300 Hz to 3100 Hz, which is having the speed signals frequency range. So that the bandwidth of speed signals will be 2800 Hz, means 3100 minus 3300 is equal to 2800 Hz be the bandwidth of speed signals. The next one is a bandwidth of music signals. By the instrumental, if the instruments produced the music that is having that up to 20 Hz frequency to the 20 kilohertz frequency, means 20 Hz to the 20,000 Hz frequency or 20 kilohertz frequency. So that the mostly if we get the low frequency range, which can be less amount of frequency, so that which can be negligible, so that the bandwidth of musical signals will be considered as a 20 kilohertz, 20 kilohertz or 20,000 Hz. So here the bandwidth of music signals are the audio range of frequencies are between the 20 Hz to the 20 kilohertz. From that we can get that the audio frequency or music signals bandwidth is 20 kilohertz, 20 kilohertz. The next one is a bandwidth of video signals. The bandwidth of video signals means whenever we are watching video on our mobile, then if we want to see that clearly, they require more frequency of information that can be sent by the transmitter through the transmission channel to receiver. So that here for pictures and videos the required bandwidth is the required frequency is 4.2 megahertz. 4.2 megahertz require amount of bandwidth. But here the television signals are having both audio and video. Whenever we are watching video, we can hear the sound also. So that the television or mobile phones, whatever the videos we are watching, they have audio and video signals are there. So that both they having audio and video, then they require the 6 megahertz bandwidth of the signals, which is required by the with the information which is converted into the analog signal. They must have the satisfied range of frequency to transmit, so that then only the information can be sent satisfiedly. So these are the bandwidth of the different signals. They having their different frequencies and amplitudes, and they having a different nature. That is speed signals is required that 2800 Hz to send, and here is the odd music signals are having the 20 kilohertz bandwidth required to transmit, and the video signals can be sent to 4.2 megahertz bandwidth required to transmit. And according to the audio and video signals which is sent to having the television, in the television they require 6 megahertz for the transmission of TV signals. This is about analog signals. If we come for the digital signals, bandwidth of digital signals. Bandwidth of digital signals, we know that digital signals means in that case which the voltage or current are having only two discrete values only. Those are binary digits. We know that 0 and 1. 0 and 1. So 0 is mean to say that is a for the closed circuit, and 1 for the open circuit. And 0 means a space, and 1 means a mark, it's a S, 0 means no, 1 means SS. So that in the digital signals, they are having the voltage or current having the only two discrete values 0 and 1. In that case, they require digital signals in form of digital signals can be flow like in the form of square waves or rectangle waves. We can say it's a pulse, which can say pulses or rectangle waves or square waves. In that case, they require infinite bandwidth. Theoretically we can say that digital signals must have infinite bandwidth is required for the digital signals, because the digital signals having that in form of pulses 0 and 1 means it is 1 0. Whenever 1, this is the maximum pulse, and this is the minimum pulse, and having maximum pulse and minimum pulse. They don't having the different values. In that case of it is different value, it is having different value, it is different value. But in case of this is having this is 1 and either 0. 1 0, 1, 0. This is having the binary digits. So that's why they are having the infinite bandwidth of signals. In case of the bandwidth of digital signals are there. So the next the bandwidth of transmission medium. We know that the information can sent through the transmitting medium or a channel. Then the transmitting medium, the commonly used different type of transmission mediums. From the transmitter, the information can be sent from the transmitter to the receiver, the center through the transmission channel. So different type of transmission channels which can be used in similar. Commonly the used some of the transmitting channels are told here. So those are that. The first one is coaxial cables, optical fibers, and also free space. Nowadays we are using widely free space from the mobile phones and DTH, different type of satellite communicating free space transmitting medium which are using. So that the first one is the coaxial cables. The coaxial cables are having their frequency range are 18 gigahertz. Below 18 gigahertz signals can be sent through the coaxial cables. Below 18 gigahertz. Below 18 gigahertz signals can sent through the coaxial cables, which must bandwidth of the coaxial cables is 750 megahertz. 750 megahertz of bandwidth signals can be sent. The coaxial cables bandwidth will be the 750 megahertz, so that the 18 gigahertz below 18 gigahertz amount of signals, frequency range of signals can sent through the coaxial cables. The next transmission medium is optical fibers, which is widely using. Optical fibers are having the less amount of loss of strength signal. So that the optical fibers are having the more frequency range, so that 1 terahertz, the optical fibers frequency range between the 1 terahertz to the 1000 terahertz, means that microwaves and ultraviolet waves can be sent to the optical fibers without loss, some of the less amount of the loss. Their bandwidth will be the 10 to the power of 11 hertz. 10 to the power of 11 hertz. Optical fibers are having the frequency range between the 1 terahertz to the 1000 hertz. Those are microwaves and ultraviolet waves can send through the optical fibers. Their bandwidth is 10 to the power of 11 hertz. In case of free space, in the frequency range of free space will be 10 to the power of 5 hertz to 10 to the power of 9 hertz. 10 to the power of 5 hertz to the 10 to the power of 9 hertz. These are the three commonly used transmission medium or channels to send the information from the transmitter to the receiver by these transmitting medium which are used commonly. So that if the signals are having the different bandwidths and different frequency bands are there, so that's how discuss about some of the frequency bands which is provided by the International Telecommunication Union. International Telecommunication Union. International Telecommunication Union. This information provided by the International Telecommunication Union. So these administrators are having the service and frequency bands and comments, means in that case of service, whatever the service is there, if in case of analog signals or analog modulation is there, and in case of standard AM broadcast like radio that is having the amplitude modulation broadcast, that can send here the broadcast means the point to the many points. Only one transmitter is there, the receivers are large number of receivers are there. By the amplitude modulation, standard amplitude modulation broadcasting having that frequency bands are 540 to 1600 kilohertz. 540 to 1600 kilohertz the standard AM broadcast. AM means amplitude modulating broadcast. And for the FM broadcast, nowadays FM radio we can hear that from the radio. So FM broadcast, that frequency modulated broadcast, frequency modulation broadcast is having that 88 to 108 megahertz. 88 to 108 megahertz frequency bands are having there. Then if we come for the television, these are having the different ranges of frequency bands are there. In this case, the 54 to 72 megahertz are having the very high frequency range. and 76 to 88 megahertz is having the television further, and 174 to 216 megahertz is for the ultra high frequency bands. There is the spectrum. These are the spectrum information which is given provided by the ITU. So that 174 to 216 is the ultra high frequencies, and if I come for that, the 420 to 890 megahertz is for the television, that is TV. So these are the four type of bandwidths are which is used in the television. If we come for the cellular radio, cellular or mobile radio, that is a N96 to 901 megahertz of frequency which are used for the communication in a cellular mobile radio. That is from the mobile to the base station, mobile to base station, and from the base station to mobile is 840 to 935 megahertz. 840 to 935 megahertz from the base station to the mobile, means that is point to point communication. So that here this is the upward from mobile to the base station, and this one is the mobile base station to the mobile. So that in the satellite communication is most probably nowadays we are using the satellite communication. In that case, uplink will be 5.925 gigahertz to the 6.425 gigahertz. That is uplink, and the download link is 3.7 gigahertz to the 4.2 gigahertz per the download link. Means these are the services provided which is international telecommunication, and those are having the frequency bands of this number of frequency bands, and this is the comments of which is using the high frequency range, ultra frequency range for the mobile station to base station, means from which to where the information is sending, that they are having that frequency bands. So this is information is provided by the International Telecommunication Union. So this is about bandwidth of analog signals, bandwidth of digital signals, and bandwidth of transmission medium.